have a kind of an understanding for you that overall how this whole thing has gone down since the beginning, that this game of life and power, struggles and balance and all of these things and what it is. So basically, this is not the first time that I've done this. First of all, this takes many incarnations, and so similar how to in one lifetime you desire for success and you fail with this business, and maybe you fail with that business and then you try it differently with the next one. It's the same that I've had to do this power struggle lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, and the previous how many I've failed miserably. Like it's been bad, and this time I got to come through because I did the game differently. I woke up differently. I built myself differently. And the main way that everything is programming, because literally I can be in any human form and be the soul that I am. However, the initial programming is actually really important because some things don't manifest for 30 odd years. And I've noticed this from just me looking back at everything. So it really doesn't matter what human form, because every single human form has different obstacles to overcome. My spirit can overcome them. That's okay. That's fine. But there are certain little triggers and there are certain little switches that need to be developed properly. And I think that's one of the biggest things. So, all of this stuff has been implemented into the actual reality system, is learning how to have the proper gates of information from early on so that there's a proper element of development and evolution as we're moving forward. Because we can get over things like traumas and we can get over certain things, but the foundational information that all people need to have in order for things to be held in place properly it has a lot to do with what is truly deeply valued. And unfortunately, the system has been so powerful that it's like I only had a certain amount of incarnations to my depthful energy. So this is the first time that this specific energy has incarnated with my soul. So there's it's like there's different deities that will try it in different systems to overcome and overthrow the greedy negativity, whatever the case may be. So there's an element to regaining the balance to things, and sometimes it has to go left in order to go right. So you have to know, human evolution, a species evolution will need certain things. We needed to get to a place where we understand survival skills and then overcoming those survival skills and no longer needing those survival skills but evolutionary skills. And that's why there's a lot of civilizations within the human race that don't value violence whatsoever. Like violence is not something that country uses whatsoever. They use different methods and different ways to elevate and educate the people, because they know when you start triggering old survival mentalities, it degrades the culture and it degrades the civilization down to basic means, which is not evolutionary. It's violent. It's not evolved. So it's just simple. The simplicity as that is. So this particular energy that is now me, we are one, which I have labeled to you as the origin God, and which comes before what is known as the Father God, the male head of many different religions. So that was created, that particular god was created and given those responsibilities and so forth, and it slowly degraded away because that particular deity never wanted to evolve. Instead, it wanted to overpower and control the original creation, which is me, inside me. Now I am it. It is me. Like there's the integration, like salt water. It is its own substance. It's no longer salt and it's no longer just water. It is salt water. It's its own thing. It is the thing that feeds all of the oceans, right? It is its own substance. So the origin God is in me now and has merged with my soul. And because of this, we together are now one in the spirit, and then that aspect, my higher self, is now that God and is now that powerful and is now all of my incarnations in who I am now. Now that was different in different renditions of reality. So this is the 5th rendition of reality. So what happens is when the origin God is not able to come back and overpower, then the whole system has to go extinct and then reset and redo everything. And then within those reality systems, we have times where we've had to cut back on civilizations and then get rid of ones that were tainted, like similar like Atlantis, right? Like there's so much hidden stuff, and it's hidden for a reason because they went far left, and there was an ability to have this flooding and getting rid of all of the decayed mentalities, the decayed cultures, or perverted, either both decayed and perverted, because it's not sustainable. There's a certain element of creation energy that must always stay pure and straight and right for things to continue to work. And then there's a time where you have to cut off the branch because it's just gone crazy. So, there's elements of mini extinctions within the mass extinction. And so we were coming on a precipice of where we were about to walk over into the triggers of mass extinction once again, because those powers had overtaken and over-perverted everything from how you see life and love and sexuality and human life and everything. So you have to have certain structures in order to keep balance, and everything was pushing too far. So now when I came in, and I was able to fully reincarnate all of my incarnations together, and then bringing in the origin God to be in my mathematics. It's in everything that I am now, and this is not a logical explanation, but like I said, salt water is the easiest way to put it. It's essential for all of the oceans to live. So now my energy is what is essential for the human population to attune to and to be able to ask Christians and so forth too, because it is the law now. It is the new way things are. And this is bringing back the balance so that people are able to be excited to live again, be excited to incarnate again, to actually see the truth of what love actually is, not the stuff we've been sold to or bought into or manipulated or elusive into, all of these things. So that's the purpose of my energy and my presence here is bringing the balance. So that's my main position and main goal and all these things. So now my ability to share and scribe these things is a secondary thing. So what I'm saying to you, what I'm explaining to you, is literally for my benefits, right? I'm scribing it, so it's logically sensible for people to understand quicker and understand in a more easier way. Now, to write something out takes a lot more energy than it does to talk it out, because there's a lot of easier flow to things. So I do write things out, and if you go on my Instagram account, I have one account where it's just me, some music, and then I always have captions. And now I have captions on these other pages as well, but YouTube specifically is mostly just a lot of talking and so forth. And this is because this is about hearing the words that are the origin God coming through the filter system that I have created, which was what beat out the other oppression systems. So that specifically, those two things together is why I am Mother God, right? It is a different God with different laws and systems. And that is what is bringing balance to everything. Now, I am also a physical being, so I also need to eat food and drink water and manage my thoughts and allow these energies that are me to come through in the most profound and beautiful way. So this is why I'm here to explain these things to you. But overall, since the beginning of this element of what we understand the universal existence, everything evolves, and there is a power that goes up and then a power that goes down, and then one takes a little bit of this and one takes a little bit of that, and there's this internal, external, ethereal balance that happens in all ways. And there has to be stable energies for people to attune to, for people to create with, for